family.
This is great. I sure saved a lot of money by switching to Geico.
I like that commercial. I was going to turn off the radio really quick, right? Because I thought, okay, wait, we're just going to get going. But that means something to me. We sure saved a lot of money by switching to Geico. Okay, so you think about the Geico insurance guy. Isn't the Geico insurance guy the little lizard, the chameleon? I'm recording. Doves, a pair of doves. I know, awesome. But I'm, pardon?
What's that mean?
Doves are peace, harmony, prophecy, fulfillment. Take a breath, relax. Soulmate connections.
We could use a little of that.
Yes. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself, oh, can you hear them talking? They're talking up there. Woo. Okay, so the Geico guy, I'm pretty sure, I'm gonna look. I'm pretty sure. But you got saving money. Okay, so when you don't have to pay as much, so it doesn't necessarily mean money, right? Because money could represent, you know, if you want something, like say even if you're in a relationship, right? And it costs you a lot, You got to pay for it. You know, oh, she's going to make me pay or he's going to make me pay, right? Love shouldn't cost you anything. Love's given freely. So that's what I thought of when I thought of the Geico commercial. Yeah, it is. It's a little chameleon. Okay. So a chameleon is somebody who blends in, right? Somebody who can, whatever circumstance they're in, they can become that, right? That's a chameleon. Karma chameleon, I keep thinking of. Okay, so you sure saved a lot of money when you switch to Geico insurance. Now, insurance it's a sure thing. You're protected, right? You're protected. And what comes to mind as well, it makes me laugh because my daughter, she rescues chameleons and bearded dragons and, you know, all of the lizards. So I think about, there's personal message in it, my voice, personal messages in it for me. Now, the person who told my twin that he should leave me alone, that he would just hurt me, besides I was in love with someone else, which wasn't true, was somebody who rescues chameleons. He is the chameleon. So somebody who rescued him, somebody who took him in, somebody who's caring for him, kind of like a soul family. So that came up. So you sure saved a lot of money when you switched to Geico insurance. So you switched to, I'm going to wait for it all to come up, but I wasn't going to use that commercial. I wasn't going to use the radio. I thought, well, we'll start, but then it popped up. And then, of course, the first messenger we see my landlord. Okay, so this is my landlord. This is somebody who saved me, right? So wherever he's living, wherever he's moved in, this is a friend. And he takes care of me. He helps me out a lot. He doesn't take care of me, but he helps me out a lot. He does really kind things for me. So that's the message, I get it. But as that goes by, we see two doves flying, and he says, what does that mean? Soulmate connection, prophecy, take a breath, pause, peace, the dove of peace, right? Extended olive branch. I'm thinking of Katy Perry and Taylor Swift. And they've been in this battle for the longest time. They do the same thing, right? They're both musicians. They're both singers. They're both equally talented. They are. I mean, Taylor Swift is younger than Katy Perry, but Katy Perry is. I like her work. You know, I love the stuff that she does, but she has emotional issues. She does. She's got like bipolar depression. She's got issues. And Taylor Swift was a young up and coming, and she's like, you know what? You know, she's coming up behind me, and you know, she thought she was this upstart, but she's been working at it since she was very young, and she's very, very connected. And what else? So they have this scrap, and it was pretty bad. There's our other messenger, and this is really, really important because that little hummingbird is sitting on the dragonfly. And the dragonfly says, see past the illusion, right? Skim over your emotional waters. Pay attention to your dreams. My dreams were intense last night. And take a rest. And that's what the dove said too. You need to rest. Just sit on the wire. So bird on a wire. Bird on a wire. You're on the line means communication. So wait. Just sit on the wire. There's something coming to you. This is about receiving. Wow. Listen, look at that little one just sitting there. Amazing. I wish I'm going to get it in more of a kind of a light position. Maybe I was better where I was. See, now I think about that message. You're better where you were. Just leave it where it was. So take a chill pill, that's what the dove, even though it has all those other all those other meanings. Wow, the main message is it's time to take a break. Just rest. Take it easy. Don't be so busy, because the hummingbird says you will accomplish what may seem impossible to yourself and others, but not by you doing anything. And that's what Spirit said. It's coming. Your dreams are sound, and you deserve to see them fulfilled, but you don't have to do all the work. This is a little female because it's gray. It doesn't have all the colors. So this is talking to me, right? I am the busy hummingbird. My daughter even said, Mom, that's your totem. And it is. It's one of my main totems. So it's about receiving, allowing yourself to receive. But more importantly than that, it's about self-care. It's about just resting. This little one's tired. Okay, this little one needs... it needs something, dude. It needs some food. It needs nourishment. Okay, I'm going to go out. That's the thing. That's a message to me as well, because my hummingbird feeder, I know I need to replace the nectar, so I'll be doing that today. That was a message. So there's a lot of messages there. So you need to replenish yourself. Yes, I do. I know I do. All of us have been saying that. All of my light worker friends were just like, we're exhausted. And that's what Spirit's been telling us. Stop working so hard. It's time to take care of yourself. The dove said it. The hummingbird just showed us. Have you seen a hummingbird sit that still for that long? I'm doing it. So that's our main message. And when you switch to the Geico person, when you switch to the chameleon, when you switch to that protection, you save yourself a lot. Save yourself a lot of money. I mean, there's a lot of headache, a lot less you have to put out, right? They're not going to make you pay. I like that. Here, I'll show you. Here's my daughter and my grandson, my little crystal child, Trey. He's her... You know what? I was going to say he's her mini-me because they look a lot alike, but he's more like me, except for he's really quiet and I'm not. But he's a crystal child. He's more connected. He's like my twin, actually. And so they look alike, but they're not alike, these two. This one is more connected, like the grandmother. The grandmother is connected and is aware, and the daughter has gifts but is not aware, or doesn't want to believe in them. So that's the message. And see, she rescues chameleons. Interesting. Okay. Today I thought, we've been doing this pick a choice, and I like it a lot, and everybody seems, it's clear that everybody really, really likes it. And I think that's soul family right there. Okay. And we've been doing, you decide. You decide whether it's you decide whether it's, zodiac sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn. I'm not going to do them all because I can't think of them all right now. But today I thought I would say, okay, we're going to do them by sign, or you can do, it's your choice. You can do it by sign, or you can do it by whoever it is. And the message is going to be today, what do they want you to know? And then I'll show you how I'll do mine, and then you guys can decide what it is that you want. All right, so what do they want you to know? What decks do we do? Okay, we're going to use this. We're going to switch it up a squirt. Yeah, we're going to switch it up a squirt. So since we have 4 zodiac signs, we are going to have 4 cards today. All right, so as I'm shuffling, I will share with you. Hey, did you guys see, while I'm shuffling, I did my, and I shared them, but if you're not on my personal page, I did my first 2 pieces of pet jewelry, the Reiki charged pet jewelry. I made them up yesterday and I shared them. So I thought I would show you guys. This is Liger. Liger's wearing this one. This is lava stone and rutilated agate. And you can see it's enhanced with, it's got silver. Here, I'll zoom it in. I forget that I can pull this in. See, it's got little metal, little silver pieces in between. And it's alternating lava stone and rutilated agate. And it's got a little silver-toned fish with a rhinestone eye. So while I And that's what Liger is wearing. And that size, that's a large cat size because he's a big boy. So the lava stone, it's about dream work, enhancing creativity, communication, cleansing negativity. It's known as basalt or lava rock. It's an ingenious lava rock. It's solidified from the molten lava, clearly after it cools. And the chakras that it works for are your base chakra, and it works with the zodiac signs of Taurus and Cancer. The planet is Earth, the elements fire and earth. Typical colors gray, black, which is interesting to me that I chose to give that to my cat, and it has a fish on it. My cat wants the one with the fish. And I looked at the element and I thought, fire, that's me. I wondered if Liger was me. So lava stone is grounding, and it strengthens your connection to Mother Earth. It gives you strength and courage. It allows stability through times of change. It provides guidance and understanding in situations where we need to bounce back. It's a calming stone. It's very useful in dissipating anger. It promotes positive change where needed in behavioral issues. It enhances fertility. So fertility, of course, is creation of any kind. So then we have the agate. And it vibrates on a lower, more gentle frequency. They provide different healing properties depending on the variety. They're slow and they're steady. They aren't as intense as clear quartz or selenite, but they radiate like a soft strength to ground the spirit in a sense of stability. The properties connect with the energy of the earth. They're thought to bring harmony to aspects of all the being, physical, spiritual, and emotional. Using agate during times of unbalance, when it feels as if the yin and yang within you are operating out of proportion, can reintroduce an equilibrium to your tempered soul, so balancing you out. Awesome. Blue lace agate. Okay, so then it starts to talk about the different types of agate here. So that's what Liger's wearing. That's Liger, my big Maine Coon. Actually, he's a Norwegian forest cat, but he looks like a Maine Coon. And then we have, oh, here. I was trying to put it on. I wanted you guys to see it.
There's Liger with his necklace. I'm trying to let you guys see it, and I'm showing him with his.
It's hard to see him.
Okay, so there's the back. There's Liger with his necklace.
Because he's such a big boy.
I'm trying to show you Liger's necklace, but I have to bribe him
And his
with
hair's
treats.
so long.
Because his hair's so long, and you can't see it. Listen,
And
baby,
it's
here.
it's actually lighter than a collar.
I'm trying to show you Liger's necklace, but I have to bribe him with treats. Because his hair's so long, and you
Look up,
can't see
baby.
it. Listen, baby, here. Here you go, up here.
It's so cute when they're on them.
So I have to bribe Liger with
Okay, you
treats
get a better
in order
view of it
for you to
here.
See his necklace? There, I got him in my hand.
So these are Reiki charged crystals and stones.
Hold on, this is the only way you can see it because his hair is so
So he
long.
gets the healing properties of them,
And Liger,
as well
he
as the
loves
healing
fish,
properties of the stone
right?
itself,
Tuna
right?
water. He's the boy that wants the fish.
Okay, so that's, and then we have, hold on, and then we have Lily's. And Lily's is, hers is agate as well, and his is ocean agate, sorry, his was ocean agate. And volcanic, the volcanic stone, lava stone. So hers is more expensive because she's my cat. She's got a Brighton butterfly, which is expensive in itself. And I took a ton because she's so damn cute. I couldn't handle it. I know that this is the one that's used for advertising, right? So that's what it looks like when she sits there. It's adorable, and they don't even know it's there. I wouldn't let my cats stay inside, so I know where they are, and I watch them, so I wouldn't leave them unattended for too long, because you got to make sure.
I'm
Like
trying
if
to
you
let
have a
you guys
dog.
see it, and I'm showing him with his Liger's necklace, but I have to bribe him.
Okay, so that's what hers looks like. Whoops, sorry, let's zoom out a squirt. So she's got clear glass beads with agate. This is also ocean agate, and it's all the different colors. There's all different colors in there. And then she's got little tiny metal pieces that hang down. So I wanted to show you guys. Those were the first pieces I got creative, and I'm excited now. I've got so many different ones. So yesterday I was showing you guys the stones, and you're like, okay, you're not seeing the stones. And no, you weren't. Here, hold on. I'm just literally just putting this stuff down like that. I'll put that on top. Okay, and then what else was I going to tell you? I got my mind going in a bunch of different directions. So we're doing 4, right? Yes. 4. Did this one have the 4th one? Yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now you guys decide before, is it going to be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. God, I have to remember this. I'm going to have to write this down, you guys, because I stink. My memory is...
Because it's here so long, you can't see it. Listen, baby.
Sorry. Okay. So what did I say? I said Aquarius. Aquarius. Libra. Gemini. Cancer. Scorpio. Pisces. Aries. Leo. Sag. Capricorn. Taurus. Virgo. Okay, so I don't know who I said first, but, you know, those are the air signs in order. All right. All right, so is it going to be that, or is it going to be, oh, see, now we have 4. So what do they want you to think? What do they want you to know? So how is that going to work? What do they want you to know? It would have been better if there were 3, right? But we have 4. So what do they want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know? What do you want them to know? And what's coming? Maybe. Or you decide. You can do whatever you want. What do they want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know? No. What do you want? What do they want you to know? What do you want them to know? What does Spirit want you to know? And whatever the other one is. Or by you can do it any way you want. But I just thought I'd throw that out there, because if you want to do it this way, that's what I was thinking in my head. What do they want you to know? And what do you want them to know? What does Spirit want you to know? And then what's coming, or what's the advice? All right. First cards. For me, this is what do they want you to know? Okay, so they want you to know that it's all about, it's perfect timing. So this, now they could be your boss, they could be your partner, they could be whoever they is, whoever it is that's on your mind. So they want you to know that this is the perfect time for what you've been asking about. And they want you to move forward. They want you to move forward, and they want you to be confident. They don't want you to stall. They don't want you to hesitate, because they're saying the door's open. Remember yesterday when the door opened? And it's the conditions are what you've been waiting for. This is like the perfect time. Even if you don't feel prepared for it, whatever it is, if this is your boss asking you to do something, if this is your lover want you to do something, or your partner, or your parents, or whoever it is, they're telling you, don't worry about it. You're prepared, you're ready, you're good enough. This is it. This is what they want you to know. Okay? And realize that because you've got this opportunity, they're saying you're ready. So that's the first message. What do they want you to know? That's what I'm picking. Actually, I should probably do it for you guys. And what do you want them to know? Emotional breakthrough. No, this is the same person. This is what they want you to know. Sorry. Emotional transformation, release, freedom. It's safe for you to express how you feel. Let it out. All of it. Relationships deepen as a result. So this is what they want you to know. They also want you to know this. That you've got a choice. I love this. And this is the truth for what I want them to know. Him to know. You have a choice. You have freedom. You don't feel that you are in prison. You can decide where you want to go. Nobody's pressuring you. Right? And don't feel like you're a victim or a martyr or anything, because you're not. They want you to know that you need to take responsibility for your choices, whatever it is, wherever you're at. You got to think about, that I'm here because of my past actions or my past thoughts. And I'm going to be where I go next because of that as well. So take everything into stock. Think about what it is. And recognize that you don't need to suffer. This doesn't need to be difficult. You don't have to, if you choose the chameleon, you don't have to pay. No one's going to make you pay, right? They're not going to make you pay. They're not going to. So if you've got bosses, this is a good boss. This is somebody who's not going to whip you. This is somebody who's not going to hold anything over your head. Wow. This is you realizing that it's your choice. You can come or go. You can stay or leave. It's your choice. Whatever it is that you want to do. They're also recognizing that you are, they see the innocence in you. That's the color white, that horse. So the main point is the innocence, I feel. You're not a victim. There may have been things that have happened to you, but you're not a victim. You rise above it. And even if others don't treat you with that respect, or others blame you, or you aren't to take the guilt upon yourself. You are not a victim. You are not what other people say you are. You can choose to hear your highest self. You can choose to step into your highest power. The horse is very powerful. Use your horsepower and your spiritual horsepower to move forward. You know, it's hard to say you're a victim when you remember your highest self. Your higher self is very powerful. So listen to your inner voice and go after what it is that your soul wants. This one is moving forward across an open field. This is a person who has integrity and honor. But they're also saying this is about compromise. It's also about speed and moving quickly and being agile, flexible, because think about horses, right? You've got the strength, you've got the ability to carry a lot, but it's your choice what you carry. They want you to know that. Okay. They also want you to know that you are worthy. That just came right from my heart. That just was like, I don't know, that's interesting to me. I feel like you don't know, whoever this is, you don't know how worthy you are. So you're being told, and you know, they could be God speaking to you. And every time I see this card now, and it took me years, I've had this deck for years, before I recognized this person sitting in prayer position, in lotus position. Do you see their head bowed? See the eyes? Hands up in mudra position, right? Crossed legs right there, back, shoulders. The person is sitting in prayer position. That person is connecting with their higher self. And only when you connect with your higher self are you going to actually see who you are, the true inner worth of who you are. So Spirit is asking you to look within. And this person, whoever this is, or God, or whoever it is that's they are for you, who they want you to know. They want you to look inside, beyond your outside exterior, beyond what has happened, beyond what you've done, beyond where you've been, beyond your family, beyond everything. And see and remember your value. Same thing as the horse. They also want you to know that they understand that you want to be financially successful. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to feel bad for wanting beautiful things and for wanting to be financially successful and for wanting to be accomplished. Because that's how the world works in this time. You know, this isn't a barter system. We have to buy it. You know, we have to buy things. So it's a part of our life as our spirituality. So there's nothing wrong with that. So what they want you to know is they want you to envision you being successful, you being financially stable and independent, and then set a goal. But don't set a goal that's ridiculous. Set a goal that's attainable and work towards it. It doesn't have to happen all at once. Every day, set a little goal, and one step at a time. And as you remember who you are and remember where you came from, and start remembering, I'm not a victim and I do deserve this and I am worthy as this gold. I am worthy. I'm precious. Your energy starts to draw to you opportunities. And financial success starts coming to you. Knowledge starts coming to you. Abundance, positive energy. Positive energy about yourself and thoughts about yourself, draw that to you. That's what they want you to know. You deserve to have everything that you want. But you have to also recognize that you're working with Spirit. So you go into meditation, you go into prayer, you listen to your action steps, you listen to your guidance that they're asking for you to take. I said that backwards. Listen to your guidance and the action steps they're asking you to take. Remember your sense of self-worth. Remember your inner power. Remember where you came from, that you are deserving and worthy. Also, the horse represents that you don't have to do it alone. The horse also represents assistance is there for you. So you're part of a team. So yes, you are precious, you are worthy, and it's very admirable that you want to be successful. But that is not where your focus and attention should be solely. Your attention should be first on Spirit and your spiritual path, and that all comes to you. That's what they want you to know. Okay? And what do you want them to know? You want them to... Do I have all the cards here? Yes. Okay. You want them to know to pay attention to the signs around you. You're seeing signs. Don't blow them off. Don't act like, and this is double emphasis. I just got double emphasis on this. They want you to know. You want them to know. Okay, you want them to know that when you pay attention to the signs that are coming to you, to the songs, to the license plates, to repetitive thoughts, to overheard conversations that seem to be just way too uncannily according to what's going on in your life. They want you to understand that these are signs and messages coming from Spirit. They want you to understand that it didn't happen accidentally. And they want you to pay attention to the way it comes. License plates, songs, overheard conversations. We've spoken about this. Dreams. My dreams were insane last night. The owl wants you to see past the illusion also, like the dragonfly. The owl is able to see through deception to the truth of the matter. So they want you to know to call upon, or you want them to know to call upon the wisdom of the owl to help you. You want them to know. They want you to know that Spirit is divinely guiding these. And these are choices that are coming to you because of your soul. Your soul has decided something before it came here. So these things are coming to you because Spirit is aligning that, and they're working together in unison with you. So keep an open mind and keep an open heart. They're also, you also want them to know not to overanalyze. Don't drive yourself crazy trying to figure it out, and don't overthink. Observe them and allow them to speak to you. Overanalyzing is the worst. So this is about secrecy. This is about the magician. This is about being in the shadows, and this is about the wisdom of it all. This is what you want them to know. Okay, and this is what, oh, same person, sorry. I get myself confused. I do these, and they're a little bit much. Ooh, Amazonite, yes. Here's Amazonite right here. Okay, so you want them to know. Interesting. Amazonite is, well, it's a personal message for me, but I've spoken about it so much. Amazonite, the crystal itself has a message, and they want you to know that you want them to know that the current confusion and frustration that's going on, that emotional instability is happening, and it's causing them to look at things you're not seeing things straight. It's imbalanced. The perspective you're looking at is imbalanced. And it's because you've allowed yourself to become overtired, emotionally tired, mentally drained, physically tired, spiritually drained, everything. And the healing energy that comes to you from the Amazonite is going to help restore your balance and your peace and your clarity. So they want you to let go, or you want them to let go. You want them to let go and trust that everything that you're desiring is soon going to manifest. This would be a good time to switch off, just like the hummingbird was told. Switch off and take a break. Get away from it all. Spend some time outside. And the more you let go of what it is that you want, the clearer things are going to come to you, and the faster you're going to get what you want. So the messages coming from Amazonite go along with the hummingbird message we saw this morning, as well as the dove. Peace, serenity, spiritual connection, balanced perception, and creativity. You want them to know that there are people helping you. You're being helped behind the scenes. This could, or this could also represent that there are people in your life that you can ask to help you. You don't have to do everything by yourself. Ask. There are ones around that want to help you. It might be that you need to reach out. These ones are all reaching out. Now, you reach out to Spirit first. But maybe you need to reach out to a professional about something. Maybe it has to do with your career. You're going to reach out. You're not going to do it all alone. You're going to maybe take in a partner or do some research in order for things to be successful for you. It might be that, you need to ask somebody that you trust to accomplish something. You can't do this by yourself, maybe. Maybe the best course of action is not going alone. So as again, in order with this, whether this be the archangels or our Father, whether it be professionals that have expertise in this field, or ones that work with you or around you, It also, as I said, could be a friend or a loved one or a family member. But it also wants you to know that there is someone that's going to be entering your life very soon, and they're going to help you make your dreams come true. So that's what you want them to know. You also want them to know that they are loved. The aura of love. That there is a merging of the light and the dark. The earth and the sky, the balancing of anima and animus, the merging of two souls. They want you to acknowledge the feminine and masculine aspects within you, the dark and light within you, the yin and the yang, because that is going to bring you into balance. They also want you to know that you may be one of the two souls merging. Now, is this on the physical? Is this twin soul? Is this the soulmate? Is this lovers? Is this you and your twin soul in spirit? As in, not all twin souls incarnate on this planet at the same time. Or is this just within yourself? This is what they want you to know. Now, what does Spirit want you to know? Spirit wants you to know. Now, as I said, you chose whether this is going to be through zodiac sign or not. That's your choice. And we knew the order that they were. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay? So Spirit wants you to know, they're talking to you about the stone wolfenite. Wolfenite. Interesting. Wolf comes to mind. You're not a lone wolf. First message I get. But they also want you to pay attention to the wolf. The wolf is very smart. They have stamina. They are loyal. They're courageous. They're very powerful. They do know how to work alone, but they also know how to work in a pack. And Spirit wants you to know that your powers of perception are very strong right now. And right now, you're going to be like these little flecks of gold are your spiritual connection, and you're going to be picky. Imagine this is like little psychic antennae all over your skin being raised, right? Like little hairs that are lifted up, and you're connecting. So you're intuitively connecting and understanding others' thoughts and their motives and their actions at this time. You're very perceptive. I'm looking at the top right there, and it resembles to me an arrowhead. And it's pointing to your true north. It's pointing up to Spirit. So they want you to know that since you're tapping in and you are accurately getting what the correct thoughts, feelings, and motives behind people's actions, that they want you to follow your feelings and your instincts on this situation because you're accurate. They also want you to rely on this because you're tapped in. You are tapped in. You are right. You are correct. So they want you to rely on intuition rather than on what other people tell you. Because this way, whatever's going on, like if you're around people right now and you can't trust them, you feel that there's just something that's not quite right, trust that. You don't have to say anything if you don't know 100%, but you're getting something. Your red flag went up for a reason. The hair on your body stood up for a reason. Your psychic antennae is standing. So they may be trying to say something different. They may be presenting themselves different. They may be presenting themselves as a friend. But right now, if you pay attention, you're going to preserve the integrity of a project or a situation in your life, and it means a lot to you. This is something that's very dear to you. So you're being encouraged not to listen to others' conflicting opinions. They want you to listen to your own soul, the light and the wisdom that is coming from your soul. And that way, all's going to work out well. So there may be, as I said, ones that, are telling you, this is great for you, this is what we want you to do, but they have an agenda. Or maybe they don't have a specific agenda. They just think this is what's right for you, but they don't have your soul contract. That they have their path and you have yours. So thank you for your opinion, but that doesn't jive with what my soul's telling me. So you don't even have to explain yourself. Spirit is saying you just keep it to the cuff. Otherwise, if you listen to what they're saying, you may find yourself going off sideways. Or if you tell something that's dear to your heart or about your project, it may be disrupted, it may be stolen, it may be stopped, blocked. There are people that are trying to block. So right now, Spirit's telling you, be wise. I don't care who it is. If you get a funky feeling about somebody, pay attention to that. This is psychic awareness. This is duality. And the fact that this duality makes me, they present themselves one way, but they are another. And it will preserve what is important to you. That's very important from Spirit. Spirit also wants you to know that you are innocent. And they want you to free yourself of whatever you've been feeling, the guilt and shame that you've been beating yourself up about. They also, when you look at a porcupine is prickly, right? So it's about also understanding that people prickle sometimes when they're scared, when they're hurt. It's protection. But this is also telling you that there is protection necessary for you, and it's available for you when you need it. So you can express yourself. Don't be afraid to express yourself. That's why they're saying free yourself. Express yourself openly. You can be bold and innocent at the same time. Look at the prickles and look at that one eating the flowers or smelling the flowers, right? That could be a dangerous animal. But maybe he's only dangerous when he's trying to protect himself. It's kind of like Prince. You know, it was fight or flight. He felt like he had to fight, but he was trying to protect himself. He has to realize he doesn't have to. So you don't need to hide behind that tough exterior. Also, you don't need to hold on to anything that's happened in your past. Any childhood guilt or anything that you've done in your life that you feel was wrong. You're shamed by it. Maybe you've been shamed by it since you were a child. Or maybe you're ashamed of yourself for the way you behaved. But you can't undo that. What you can do is move forward and openly express yourself. You can ask for forgiveness. You can forgive yourself, forgive the past if this was done against you. But this is all about, don't hide behind this prickly exterior when that's actually truly not who you are. Because look, you're actually very gentle. You're actually very aware. So you've never really intentionally meant to harm anyone. So Spirit's saying, you might have harmed somebody, like I clearly have, and I didn't mean to, right? We've all done things to people. I was watching in my dreams last night, two perspectives, mine and the other person, and we both feel hurt, and we both feel guilty, and we both have to forgive ourselves and each other. So this is what Spirit's saying. You don't need to feel resentful. You don't need to feel victimized. You don't need to feel arrogant either. Because in all reality, come on, let's get real. We've all done it. So it might be that others cause you to prickle. They get your back up, right? They push your buttons. But maybe you're taking it too personally. Because what Spirit is saying is, it could be that it's really not a threat to you. It's really harmless. Either you've got your guard up and you're worried, but they can't hurt you if you remember who you are. Or they've said or done something and they didn't mean to hurt you. It was not intentional. So what would love say? What would love do? This is about allowing yourself to feel free, allowing yourself to take the burden off yourself. Now, if you have been the one that's prickled and done something because you were hurt, there is humility in asking for forgiveness. It's also saying, make sure that you have protection around you. You're aware of the ability, like if something feels off, ask for spiritual protection. Take yourself away from toxic energy. You are able to protect yourself. And it's important because you are very sensitive. You're a super sensitive being. As an awakened one, the higher we ascend, the more sensitive we become. So we have to be careful of the energy around us and the toxicity around us, how it does affect us. And maybe it doesn't affect other people like it affects you. You don't have to feel bad about that. It's who you are. So you need to take the measures. Like my grandson and I were talking, and he says, he's very sensitive and he's quiet. And he says sometimes, when I'm around the family, I have to withdraw. I have to go to my room because it's too much. It's intense. I have to shut the door. That's what I watched in my dream the other night, that wedding, remember? That turned into the funeral. I watched my twin and his brother sitting there, and there was all these people, and I left the room and I shut the door. And I went into my own room because whatever was going on, it was too intense. It was overwhelming. So if the area that you're around and the situation that you're in is that, go away from it. Protect yourself. You don't have to explain. Just excuse yourself. My grandson does it. And he says, you think that's bad that I do that? And I said, no. You're an empath. You're like me. You pick up that energy and it's difficult for you. So you need to, get away from it. It winds you up. And you need to process it on your own and kind of release it. And that's okay. And this is about trusting. We've already gotten that. Don't have your walls up at all the time. You can trust. Spirit also wants you to know they want you to let go of something. Now's the time to let go. If you were asking about a situation, it's time to let it go. Now, it's either let go you know, this situation has come to a conclusion, or they're telling you stop focusing on it, stop overanalyzing it, stop asking when it's going to be solved or why did this happen. Just release it. This is also a time that if you are in a position where you're constantly having to withdraw because the energy around you is just sapping your, they're sapping your energy. It's toxic, it's chaotic. And you remember the horse that was wanting to move forward? This is the time to let go of toxic relationships that are unhealthy. They're not filling you. They're not giving you what you need. Maybe they did at one time, but they're not now. They're no longer serving you. And recognize if you let it go, you will allow something better to come along. And don't worry about it because Spirit knows what's going on. Also, let it go. Let go of, just surrender it. What's yours won't go past you. And don't hold on so tightly. If you release it to Spirit and allow things just to unfold, they will handle it. And what you're asking for will come in an easy way, in a comfortable way, in the way that it's meant to come. Because you can't force your dreams. You can't force love. You can't push people to do things. Remember, freedom. So make a wish, just like you go in to ask for an order, and then let it go, and then allow Spirit to bring it as it comes, because it doesn't always come the way you think, or how you think, or when you think. Remember, divine timing popped up. Also, it's kind of like love. If you hold on too tight, you're going to lose it. Let the butterfly go and let it come rest on your shoulder. Don't be chasing it with a net. Spirit wants you also to know that you're about to have blessings bestowed upon you after a difficult time. The rainbow is a promise of good things after a storm. I'm looking at, this is what I see when I read this card. I see a whole flock of white herons, spiritual people. When you're walking your spiritual path and you're in line with your soul family, blessings come to you. That's what I see. And Spirit says, you are being showered with light. Your creativity is being stirred, activated, and set alight. An endless stream of rainbow color stems from your heart. So that's your reading, you guys. I think we got them all, didn't we? God, I hope we did. Let me just check what's over here. We didn't. Sorry, we got one more. Okay. You guys were like, no, what about my card? So, what did they want you to know? What did you want them to know? What did Spirit want you to know? And this is what's coming. Okay. Carnelian. Here's carnelian. I'm wearing them both. You can look up the metaphysical properties of carnelian. I'm not going to go into all of it because this is already confusing enough. I almost didn't give us the last set of cards. So that's your homework. You can look it up on Google, right? It's offering you protection and it's offering you healing. And it's going to dissolve the sadness that you've been dealing with recently. It'll help you calm your thoughts and ease any anxiety that you're dealing with. It's going to help you also express your emotions. It will stimulate your creativity since think of the color. The color is the color of your sacral chakra, the seat of sexual energy and creativity. So express yourself sexually, express yourself in a loving way, express your creativity. You're being encouraged to take up a creative pursuit at this time. Like me, I'm working on my pet collars, right? My Reiki charged pet jewelry. And Spirit wants you to express yourself whatever way you want. And they don't want you to judge yourself. They don't want you to judge yourself. They just want you to go. It's kind of like my mom went and she took a painting class. And it was a spiritual class. And the teacher showed this, something, I don't know what, this diagram. And everyone was supposed to paint. And they all went at it. And then at the end of the painting, they were to turn it upside down. And then they were to see what they drew, painted. And wow, it was amazing. But see, they didn't have any expectations. They weren't trying to draw something specific. They just went at it. And that's what was there. So, and it was beautiful. And everybody's was a little different. And it's supposed to be. And that's what makes it so cool. They're telling you to work with color right now. That'll help you. It's especially helpful because it'll help you stabilize and heal emotions. And so whatever colors you work with, your body already knows. Now, what's interesting is I've been working with dark stones, right? So that's grounding and protection. And over the coming days, they want you to know that you're going to feel this renewed sense of peace and joy and a happier feeling in your life in general. So they want you to say thank you for the blessings that you're about to receive. They already showed you blessings are coming. It's about healing, creativity, energy, calmness, grounding, and stability. This is what's coming. Yay. That works for me. I'm tired. They want you to know that you're safe. We already spoke about the wolf today. You are safe and you are protected. I love the wolf. I love that gray wolf. So, what is coming? Safety. What is coming? Protection. So if you have been feeling vulnerable, exposed, or unprotected, remember you're overanalyzing. So Spirit wants you to know protection is coming. So if you're in a place where you're something's on the way to help you, they want you to trust it. They want you to trust that you're protected always. Any physical, emotional, or psychic barriers that you have put up, like that porcupine, to protect yourself from whatever's happened to you in the past, you don't need them any longer. That's what Spirit's telling you. You've moved beyond that. It's an illusion now. It worked for a time. But the illusion of being safe behind those walls, that's your fallacy. It's time to trust Spirit and recognize that Spirit is always there for you. And they will help protect you when you need it. So they want you to relax. And this is what's coming. You're going to be relaxing the barriers. And you're going to recognize and remember that you can draw from your spirit guides and from your animal messengers, the wisdom and the energy of the animal messengers, as well as on your own highest self when you need what you need. And that way, this is going to leave you open to love, giving it and receiving it. Because when you're sealed off and you're a lone wolf out there, no one touches you, you can't give love, you can't receive. They want you to be expressive. Have you heard a wolf howl? And when they call to each other, be outrageous in the way you express yourself to the ones that you love. Wolves don't hold back. They're not quiet. Right? And this isn't just about your own kind. This is about other people, other spirits, animals. Express yourself to other races, people outside of yourself, plants. Be kind. Look how beautiful they are. Look what nature gives us. We need to respect it. Tell the flowers and the plants, thank you for making me so happy and for your beautiful scent and sharing it with me. And thank you for the water that you rained down, the fresh water. Thank you for this cool day. I love it. I woke up this morning and I was like, right on, right? Tell your pets, thank you for being here and always loving me, no matter when I feel alone or even when I'm in a shitty mood. You're always sweet. I love to hear the sound of the dove. When I'm driving down the freeway here or anywhere, driving around doing errands, to see a giant white heron fly above, it's crazy gnarly. That's amazing. I will never tire of seeing something so incredible. There's places in the world that don't have the animals that we have. So you thank for them for that. It's amazing. And the differences between people, different races, different cultures. I met a lady yesterday from Ireland. Oh, her accent. I just wanted to talk to her all day. I loved listening to her. Her voice was just music to my ears. And she's married to a Middle Eastern gentleman, and her daughter is like a mix of everything. And she says when she goes home to Ireland, they grew up here in the United States because her husband and her moved here. So she's an Irish accent, he's a Middle Eastern accent, and the little girl, she says, has a Yankee accent. So it's funny, all the different, the variety is what's so cool. Appreciate that. And the more we love and the more we express that love and the more we send that out and the more that we appreciate, the more it comes back to us. This is what's coming. The appreciation and the reception of all of this. This is about family, loyalty, friends, and teachers. You're going to experience all of this. This is what's coming. Improving health is coming. Yay! We already kind of got that, right? That we were going to be feeling a zest for life, and we were going to be, and we got in the beginning that we were tired, and a lot of us, we need a lot of rest. So Spirit wants us to know that what's interesting about this is what's coming is the health of the person that you're asking about is improving. And if you want to help, you can ask Archangel Raphael to help them to speed along this recovery. It's also saying for yourself, there are steps that you need to take. The hummingbird shows me I need to rest today. I will rest today. It's a good day for resting. It's also about eating properly and detoxifying your body and exercising. They want you to remove unhealthy practices from your life. Smoking, drinking, sedentary activity, not getting outside, overworking, burning the midnight oil, gossiping, overanalyzing, blaming, ridiculing, judging of others or self, unforgiveness. These are all unhealthy practices they want you to remove. And this is what's coming. This is what's going to be helping you. This is what you need to do in your future. Remove toxic energy or people. And you know what? It shouldn't be that difficult, because you should respect yourself enough to remove what's not good for you, or remove yourself from what's not good for you. And this is what is coming. The removing of unhealthy practices, the removing of toxic people, energy, the realizing that you need to do an overhaul as far as your exercise program, your eating, your mental thought processes. You're not going to be judging, ridiculing, blaming. You're going to be forgiving. You realize all of this is what's coming. If you listen to Spirit, this is what's coming. So take the cup that's handed to you. This is the Ace of Cups. That's a beautiful offer. So that's your reading. I hope it wasn't too confusing for you guys. It was a little confusing for me. I hope I did it right too. What they want you to know, what you want them to know, what Spirit wants you to know, and what's coming. And if you know what, if I said it wrong, and if it was what you want them to, or they want you to know and you want them to know, if that was reversed, whatever I said at the beginning, that's what it is. And if you chose it to go by also zodiac signs, remember, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cap, Taurus, Virgo. Okay? All right, you guys, have a fantastic day. I hope you relax, because I certainly am. Double emphasis, remember? The doves, the pair of doves, both of them need to relax. And hummingbird, that's me. Sit on the wire. Just relax and allow yourself to receive. That's me. All right. So sitting on the wire, bird on the wire. You know what? Hold on. I just want to check something. There was a movie called Bird on a Wire. Remember? It was Mel Gibson. But I want to know what it means. It's also a Leonard Cohen song. My friends in Wisconsin, they're all about Leonard Cohen. All of them. My musician friends, every single one of them is in love with Leonard Cohen. Amazing. I'm supposed to just give you this song. Okay. Like a bird on the wire, like a drunk in a midnight choir, I have tried in my way to be free. Like a worm on a hook, like a knight from some old-fashioned book, I have saved all my ribbons for thee. If I have been unkind, I hope that you can just let it go by. If I have been untrue, I hope you know it was never to you. For like a baby stillborn, like a beast within his horn, I have torn everyone who reached out for me. But I swear by this song, and by all that I have done wrong, I will make it up to thee. I saw a beggar leaning on his wooden crutch, and he said to me, you must not ask for so much. And a pretty woman leaning in her darkened door, she cried to me, hey, why not ask for more? Oh, like a bird on the wire, like a drunk in a midnight choir, I have tried in my way to be free. Wow. I'm just going to let you guys take that, because I got a lot of messages from that. Someone who felt like they were on a hook. They've tried to be free. And if they've been unkind, if they've been untrue, they hope you realize it was not to you. And this one has been mean to anyone who's reached out to them. And they feel bad for what they've done, and they're going to make it up. And the beggar, he recognized by looking at the beggar, on one hand, don't ask for so much. In some ways, right? But then a pretty woman says, you know what? Why not ask for more? So that's two ways. Don't expect a lot from certain situations, but expect more for yourself. Reach for higher in the good. And recognize that this one has tried in their own way to do these things. So forgiveness should be extended. Understanding should be given, and compassion if you're coming from your highest self. That touched me. I don't know how it made you feel, but wow. And the things that I heard most in this was they've been beating themselves up a lot. they felt stuck and they felt trapped and they've been hurt before, so they lashed out and they didn't mean to, but they haven't been untrue. They've been learning. And they're realizing that they're worthy and they can ask for more. But they don't have to be so judgmental of others or of themselves. Wow. You take it how you take it, but that's how I got it. I love you guys. Have a good day.